Greetings, international people of the world. My name is Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, the founder directorate of the empire of Mr. Cesar Makaluza, most innovative, uh, creative, and pioneered innovative and technological, social development, and entrepreneurial growth of the empire of his organizational companies. Over here, this is an introduction dedicated to the coordinating structural development plan framework of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, introducing it to as a first introduction background analysis to coordinate all the City of Cape Town Mayoral Executive Committee and the Western Cape government, with the Western Cape province, regional, and also the Department of the Premier. Therefore, by this particular moment, we are concentrating on the Better Together issue of September 34 of the Western Cape government, as it has its own framework time development in the name of the new Premier, Mr. Alan Winde. Therefore, over here, we are covering all the entire empire organizational media video presentation of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza that you will find as straight directed to you as a request to the government of the Western Cape government, Department of the Premier, Mayoral Executive Committee, and all the departments of the City of Cape Town government, ministries and ministers, that we are following right now the five appropriate areas determining our desired destination of this entire ministry's Better Together magazine of the Western Cape government. Therefore, we are ensuring economy, empowerment, transport and spatial transformation, safety and innovation, and cultural change. Therefore, on that particular moment, we are inviting all the City of Cape Town Mayoral Executive Committee and the Western Cape government, from the ministers, ministries, the directorates and administrative management, head of departments, Department of the Premier, personal assistants, clerks and recruitment, human resource management departments, especially straight to our ecosystem of the planning our future city together, because we were elected as part of the community one, and also the participation process unit of the SWAT clip site R5 2676 I EIA proposed development ecosystem. Therefore, to continue further, the other invitations on this presentation are the Department Financial Center DEFC, and then the Chartered Institute of Development Finance, the Center of Disruptive Technology, the Western Cape Department E-Learning, the Disruptive Technologies of Innovation in Development Finance, the Development Finance Institutes in promoting economic transformation and development, the Economic Enables Western Cape Provincial Government, also the Provincial Sports Confederations of the Western Cape Government, and also the Chief Executive Officer of WestGrow, the Capacity Tech Accelerator, the Head Listed Investment Advisory Officer of RISCA, the Direct Official Officer of the KPMG, and the Western Cape Government Innovation Lab, with also the Cape Town Hub as innovational hub business support, and also the impact of tax urban SMMEs growth, the DIC, provincial manager of CEDA, the taxation specialist, the Rhodes University, and all the prop investors club, with the African Union of the African CDC board executive members. Therefore, we also invited the African Growth of the Department Finance Center, and also the UCT Graduate School of Business Ecosystem of the News and Events, and programs at the UCT Allen Gray Center for the Value-Based Leadership Membership, the Management Program in Infrastructure Reform and Regulated at the UCT GSB, at the University of Cape Town Graduate School of Business, Beta Center Foundation, Executive Board Members, and the Waterfront Craft and Design Institute Board Executive, and the ENS Africa, the largest law firm in Africa, and ENS Bono, Pro Bono from Mitchell's Plain, the Cape Town Tech Ecosystem, Activate Leaderships, Pitch and Polish Race Corp, and all the Poets and Writers Universal World MFA Institutes ecosystem with the UCT GSP Raymond Ekamen. Therefore, let's get to the point of the first introduction. The first introduction is to ensure that we service deliver our accountable, accessible, trust of integrity of service excellence as a service provider, a public participation unit department, and also we are keen to serve all these departments here of the ministries, from the Department of the Premier straight to the Department of the Finance and Economic Opportunities, Agriculture, Transport and Public Works, Human Settlement, Community Safety, Social Development, Education, Health, and the Local Government and Environmental Affairs and Development Planning, and the Cultural Affairs and Sport, and all other departments that have not been mentioned from the Western Cape government. But we are ensuring that we also capable of servicing as a service provider into all the City of Cape Town government departments and the MAYCO departments. Therefore, you will find most of the other presentation on the following music media video presentations of the Skobulile of the empire of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza. Yes, now let's introduce a little bit of the background of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza in terms of the resolutions of all the City of Cape Town government, trying to combine the governments, three of them, to be in one unity of the framework development plan. Therefore, my name is Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, the empire of the Octo Quadri Bioentrepreneurial Global as an advanced master intelligence of philosophy in inclusive innovation with my skills of doctorates from the empire of my own companies of philosophy in business administration. I am including my other skills of the power of brilliance, that is a master stability of business administration for commerce in development finance, social innovation and entrepreneurship, leading innovative partnership in in extended education by becoming the 21st millennium change maker, a change driver, activate leadership, a change driver for impact investing in Africa and for the collective systems change and social impact innovation, planetary earth, crypto billionaires and crypto trillionaires in our passion vision of the gross net income of our product designs and innovations of world changing ideas with the department of our innovation creation development of the company known as the New World Order, United Nations, World Bank, Stock Exchange, equal share of the One Earth wealth in its wheel of fortune discovery by the graduate alumni of 2012 at the UCT GSP Raymond Ekamen Academy, author of the Third Testament International World Global Worldwide coming book called The Chronicles of Immortality, Revelations and Confessions of the 31st Millennium. As Mrs. Makaluza, I am who I am in the impact measurement and management for the Viva Technology, 1,900 investors, and the as for them to fund us and invest in us and build a global relationship, but firstly build a unique relationship with our government of the City of Cape Town, because this introduction is directed straight to the Western Cape government, Department of the Premier, and the introduction of these five priorities of values and also the township economy success. Yes, therefore, as an the product service product designer and a product developer. We are the service providers to the GSP Business Review hashtag 10 2018 Can Africa Rise Again? And then again representing the GSB UCTs of the Philippines, Mexico, Brazil, China, France, Japan, Spain, Chile, Nicaragua, Turkey, India, Lagos, and Nigeria, the Black Stars of Ghana, and the Ragabolo of the Brazilians, Indonesia, Ireland, Canada, and the UAE, USA of California, and the Singapore, and South Korea, and introducing the Germanys of Berlin, with Switzerland's complementing the United Kingdom as the source of the 9 times top #1 graduate school of business in Africa, which is the University of Cape Town, GSB. All of these countries are in the GSP Business Review hashtag 9 summer 2017. 29 schools in 26 countries advanced the management to navigate and leverage the 21st millennium global economy as the global network advanced the management. Therefore, I, as Cesar Brian Makaluza, am the global foreign financial planetary discoverer of the 21st millennium New World Order global economic value of financial currency, universally a planetary earth wealth of the wheel of fortune, as introduced in the last page, I invented all of us in one eternity of immortality and spirituality as the native youth of the black and colored townships of the city of Cape Town and the Western Cape government. We have innovated, created, invented, discovered this on the same year. I discovered and established two of my empire social, innovative, and entrepreneurial development innovations and technologically product designs, service provider companies on top of the empire of companies from 2012 until 2019-2020 for potential investors. And the same year, I became the Raise Copper Pitch and Polish, setting the stage for entrepreneurs, a semi-finalist with my first business tomorrow, transforming to technology, engineering, science, product design called the G2S7474 automatic wheel spanner. So to become the UCT GSP Raymond Ekamen Academy Man of the Year Award certificate winner for Personal Development Award, as the 31st Millennium Innovative Financial Creator, hacking finance to change the world of new discoveries and the world-changing ideas, as a leading voice by making progress possible together, better together, with the 205 years independence of the Crickleland District 6 of the city of Cape Town, ensuring that we serve the agenda towards Africa 2063 of the Afro-Griqua for the planning of our future city together initiative and the process management. Thank you very much for the first intake look from the personal development and the personal introduction of all the entire black and colored unity of eternity and immortality that molded and builded and developed all the empire companies and organizational businesses of a new venture creation, world-changing ideas for Cesar Bright Makaluza, in unity with the executives of all the companies such as Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, and Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation. We have managed to send our innovative innovations straight to the first company, Innovation by Design. But you will find those introductions in another media video presentation of the first company, Innovation by Design, at Cesar Brian Makaluza YouTube channel. And also never forget to find Cesar Brian Makaluza at Flipboard and also at Twitter and Instagram, and then you will find him also in SoundCloud music audio as Kurubete Sisa Vamushe, KURUBET SISA Vamushe, VAMOSHE, meaning Kurubete Sisa Vamushe, SoundCloud Station 5 of the music and audio. Let's continue very quickly with another introduction of all the entire executives of the Skumule Foundation from Wat 92 to Wat 94, as Mr. Sisa Brian Makaluza was elected as a youth department chairperson of Wat 92, Wat 94 on the 2016 local government elections. 5 days before the voting day. Mr. Sisa Brian Makaluza, Empire of Service Provider, Product Designs, Octo Quadribiotrepreneurial Innovation and Technology Collective Shifting Systems Business Tomorrow, transforming to technology empire of innovation business companies and the most creative people in crypto billionaires, business world conference, with also introducing the Viva Technology 2020 that was introduced to be postponed for 2021 spring of 2021 because of the coronavirus, and therefore we also once again emphasize that we also need a relationship of global partnerships, and with the 1,900 investors of the Viva Tech 2019, introducing the Mr. Sisa Brian Makaluza expansion of InnoTech business companies from local Cape Town, mother city of the ocean views, and straight to grow, straight to Africa, going globally to investors, funders, sponsors, donors, also the donors of the UCT introduced on the 2017-2020 vision of the alumni use of the UCT donors to also bring a relationship with us, with all the empire of companies, that we will grow globally for the introduce the next business personnels to establish, create, develop stakeholders, associates, networking, and partnering relationships through legal principles of international trade, market sales, professional contracts of negotiation, stake share of foreign financial currency of 10 back profits, cross net investments. As I am a startup, all these companies empire that we have managed to develop, create, and create a startup innovative worldwide business companies that are keen to contribute the resolutions and solutions of the United Nations, of the World Economic Development Forum, for the misfortunate countries of the global 7 continental native continents. With an empire of my innovation, product designs, in creativity for the crypto start-up business companies of the Innovation by Design 2020-2021 straight to 2032 vision of a new and tech business companies network, uh, need and investments of funding to create private executive board members to operate my empire of business companies, and to create private relationships with the City of Cape Town government, Western Cape government, Western Cape provincial government, Department of the Premier, MAYCO government of the Mayoral Executive Committee, with all their board members, as an introduction of to complete and to contribute the resolution and solutions of the 5 priorities areas, such as economy, safety, transforming to yes. Therefore, once again, the empire inspection of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, most creative, innovative, and tech business companies that we are keen that Dr. Iqbal survey of the BRIC Business Council will find a way to begin to also become our investor, as he is interested in innovation and technology companies to invest his own billionaires. As most creative, social, innovative entrepreneur product development companies as service provider, we invent, we create, that we need product designs, patenting for the world, copywriting, branding, and others that we will introduce later, and pilot manufactured product designs that are well tested. Thank you for that. Therefore, the vision is for the vision of 2021, 2022, 2023 to 2026 and 2029 and 2032 to Cape Vision 2040. as I am Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, known as Kurbete Sisa Vamushe in SoundCloud audio music play, and then the author of the Chronicles of Immortality, in search of funds, grants, investors, scholarships from the Poets and Writers Empire of MFA Global Worldwide International Institutes. Therefore, the coming now at the introduction of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza with the entire executive of Skumbule Foundation from Wat 92, Wat 94, and then on the long run within the 7 years of junior research intensive field support researches, we've managed to gain other eternity and immortality and spirituality of the growth of the empire of companies from Wat 91, Wat 92, Wat 93, Wat 94, Wat 95, Wat 96, Wat 97, and Wat 98 of the constituency of the Western Cape government constituency, of the DA Kailicha constituency government, as we are also following the Democratic Alliance Western Cape Provincial Constitution. Therefore, we are representing as public participation investors of Skumbule West Coast Foundation Unity with the natives of the colored townships and the black townships of the all entire provincial province of the Western Cape government. Therefore, now let's introduce the empire of companies. The first one is the Bamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation, New World Order, Wheel of Fortune, a Valley of Currency, Bitcoin Kings, and then the Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, discovered in 2018, and then the Afro-Greco One Earth Bus Transformers manufacturing plant that you will find in the presentations of the Swart Clip development of the EIA proposed development. And then the G.I. Jane Planetary Men of Honor Military Combat Navy SEAL Fitness Training Base Academy, and then the Mushe Zodiac Inotech Business World Creative Creations, that's another company, and then the Selod Said Professor Cesar Brian Makaluza Empire of Global Network Advanced Management, the 31st Millennium Business Schools, and world global international summit conferences and expos, and also the interest of developing successful awards, and then to navigate the 21st millennium global economy, so to create global huge opportunities for the advanced management, as that department business is to create more schools, and then we included them on the 29 or from the countries we've already mentioned in the previous number one introduction. Therefore, you will find those ones also in the Cesar Brian Makaluza YouTube channel of the unlisted playlist of YouTube channel. The other company discovered by the unity of the eternity, inheritance, and endurance of the District 6 Black and Colors and the refugees of the African continental native multiracial nations that are doing business in Cape Town at the Station Deck Business District in Cape Town, and others in the townships of the city of Cape Town. Therefore, the other one is the Afro-Greco University of Zodiac, a Universal of Innovation Leadership Embassy, which is the one that is introducing the growth of the development for the department of the premier, when they have a vision known as our new focus is the STEAMEC, science, technology, engineering, agriculture, mathematics, arts, and coding and computational skills. Another area of focus is vocational training and embracing the three streams models, and including academic, technical, vocational, and technological occupational streams. So that one, if you can read that one too from here, we are also representing this extract by Mr. Ellen Winde, the premier over here. This is the extract we are really making sure that we are contributing every discovery of our already mentioned empire of companies to for the 5 areas of economy, empowerment, transport and spatial transformation, safety, innovation, and culture change. Therefore, the next company introduction of the empire of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, as we collected them and introduced them, we are also introducing them for all the entire media video presentation that are coming and that we have already presented and uploaded from YouTube channel Cesar Brian Makaluza YouTube unlisted playlist dedicated this one to the government of the Western Cape Provincial Government, City of Cape Town Departments Government, Mayoral Executive Committee Government, Department of the Premier, and all the other governments we have mentioned, and all the countries and that have invested their investments of development growth, world economic global opportunities in the city of opportunities, the city of Cape Town. Therefore, the Lendegier pioneers of mental health, the District 6 Afro Forbidden Kingdom, the District 6 Afro-Forbidden Kingdom, Recycling Universal World of Spine Road, and then the Afro-Asian Griqua Dhaka, Native MFA, Theoscience of Poetic Justice for the Poets and Writers, MFA, Cape Town Institute, Headquarters Department of the institutional one of the MFA that provides education in poetry writing, in sonnet, short stories, fiction and non-fiction throughout the global world. This one is introduced under the coming book of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza called The Chronicles of Immortality, Third Testament of the 31st Millennium, Revelations and Solution and Contributions. And then is the 1652 Afro Amazing City, University of Planet Earth, Existence of Life through to human tradition, culture, religion, heritage, language, philosophy of origin, evolution of the next ancient futuristic future in the existence of the multi-universe, the revolution of transforming to technology to the philosophy of humankind, the revelation of the revolution of the next ancient future of education, e-learning and e-innovation, GITO, in as the Department of the Western Cape Government, in eternity, spirituality, soul, mind, body, and spirit, and the unity of immortality. Will it discover life in 20 planets for humankind to migrate from Earth to other universal universe, outer space, to have a home in the space of other planets? That is the future of the 21st millennium. Therefore, once again, we are grateful and thankful for the invite and for the introduction of that second media presentation, introduction to the what? How many minutes left? 27. Oh, we only have 3 minutes. Therefore, to emphasize about this first presentation, you will find others from point number 1 to point number 9, coordinating the City of Cape Town government. We also need funding. We have been promised on 2018 and 2019 that by 2020-21 there will be an opportunity for funding to fund our Skubulile West Coast Youth Foundation. Don't forget that we are still in the process of applying for the Innovation by Design first company that has already got its own media video presentation and also the other presentations about the future of the empire of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza in unity with the next coming media video presentation, continuing to coordinate through junior research field support to the Western Cape Government, City of Cape Town Government, MAYCO, Department of the Premier, with all their integrated strategic development goal plans from 2014 until 2022. With this one of the issue 34 September 2019, Better Living, Better Together magazine, and also the one of 2015 September, Better Living, which introduces e-learning for technology at schools. Thank you. While we are promoting the township economy success, celebrating Western Cape entrepreneurship, which is all of us, that will introduce in the next media video presentation. Thank you. to the international investors of the world. That we will also present in the other coming presentations. And this over here is Mr. Vuyo Sukulwa, the producer of the media video presentation, who is the co-founder of all the empire companies of Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza, with his own other job creating tender innovations in Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation, with all the coming next presentation that will be introduced, that are also what part of the co-founders and also the executives of Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation job creating opportunities.